Hi, I'm Al Henkel, Senior Coordinating Producer for NBC News. Welcome to NBCU Academy. Today we're going to talk about how to safely cover wildfires. It can be really exciting and full of adrenaline. However, the coverage can be extremely dangerous. You really can get hurt doing this. So let's see how to be prepared before you head out to cover a fire. First, let's talk about the gear and the personal protective equipment, or PPE, for every person that we send out on a fire assignment. Here are the bare minimums for going to cover a fire. You need 8-inch leather boots with Vibram soles on them, a hard hat, Nomex pants and a shirt, leather gloves, and a fire shelter, which is a pup tent-like thing that's a last resort if you're overrun by fire. Since they were made mandatory for federal firefighters in the late 1970s, more than 300 lives have been saved by fire shelters. There'll be links to fire shelter use later in this video. Nomex is a type of flame retardant material that burns at 700 degrees. Cotton, like this shirt, burns at 407. Nylon will melt at 515, and a kitchen match burns at about 600 degrees. A 3-foot flame from a wildfire burns at 800 degrees or more. A torching tree can be 1,200 degrees or more. Wear all of your PPE when you're on a fire. Button or zip up the shirt all the way, roll the sleeves down, and be sure to put the pants over the boot tops. Look at how she's trying to protect her face. Notice in this clip the flames are not that high.
It is so hot standing right here that my face feels like it's on fire.
PPE can't help you if it's in the car. It has to be worn. Goggles can save your eyes when the embers start flying. A shroud for your helmet will keep embers flying down the back of your shirt or into your face. Leather gloves will save your hands if you're walking near burning stuff. I also have several fire radios that I use, but unless you're experienced with fire communications and fire radios, that can be confusing. Bring water, bring food. I also have a fire pack that holds my extra gear plus my fire shelter. Firefighters use LCES, which stands for Lookouts, Communications, Escape Routes, and Safety Zones, as their safety guidelines. Without getting too technical, the one that applies most to us is escape routes. Have a plan for how to get out. Don't drive into an area where you can't turn around. If a tree or a power line falls across your escape route, is there a second way out of the area? If the street signs are burned, can you find a way out of the subdivision? A one-way in, one-way out area can be very dangerous because you can get trapped in a fire. Fire behavior is driven by fuel load, wind, and topography. Understand basic fire behavior. The fire triangle is heat, oxygen, and fuel. Take one of these away and the fire goes out. Stay off your phone. Be aware of your surroundings. If you hear the jet engine sound of torching trees, that likely means that embers are flying around you. Are spot fires starting behind you? Embers can travel for hundreds of yards and go around road corners, which could cut off your escape route. I've sped this clip up, put 12 minutes compressed into about 40 seconds. We went from clear air to a firestorm in that time, and the winds jumped to 40 miles an hour. Notice the guy with the axe. This is important later. This fire was near San Diego in 2003. It was moving very fast, faster than you can run. Smoke and ash were so thick that I couldn't breathe. The engine team I was with broke down a door to stay safe. And on this fire in the next subdivision over, a firefighter died when he was overcome by smoke and heat. The number one thing that injures firefighters are falling trees and branches. Walk around the live location and look for hazards. This 80-foot tree looked solid at our live location until I walked around it and saw the huge burned area at the base. And 2 hours later, without warning, it fell over. That tree probably weighed 6 or 7 tons. Always wear your hard hat, especially when walking through a burned area. A 500-gallon chopper drop weighs about 2 tons. Water or retardant can break branches that drop on your head, so move away quickly. Houses in the woods almost always have propane tanks nearby.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Some have blow-off valves that give way or explode when heated, which sends burning stuff up into the trees above you, which then falls on your head. Get a vehicle with high ground clearance. Branches and debris often cover the road. Leave car windows rolled up so embers don't fly inside. In heavy smoke, leave your car running. It might not restart. And drive slowly on smoke-covered roads. You sometimes can't see what's around the corner. NIFC, or the National Interagency Coordination Center, is the logistics and planning center for wildland firefighting. NIFC.gov has lots of information for reporters, including how to use fire shelters. CAL FIRE does the same thing for the state of California. The laws in California are unique. With a valid press pass in most places, you can go anywhere you want, very close to the fire line. However, your safety is your responsibility. As we build more houses in the woods and have disagreements about forest management, we're going to cover more fires. If you don't know what to do, ask a firefighter. They'd rather share tips on how to stay safe than come to your rescue when you're in over your head. Interested in learning more? Check out NBCUacademy.com for more about how we cover the news. For NBCU Academy, I'm Al Henkel. Thanks for watching.